Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank my colleague for yielding. Mr. Speaker, the Biden Department of Education shares a distinct and familiar trait with every government agency in Washington right now. It has a habit of making crackpot decisions. One such decision made by the department recently was to block funding for hunting and archery education under the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, ESEA. Nobody at the Department of Education can truly believe Congress sought to block this funding, yet they refuse to interpret the law consistent with congressional intent. The idea that schools should offer valuable educational enrichment activities like teaching hunting, archery, and culinary skills has never been a partisan issue. Mr. Speaker, that same magnitude of support should be on display when the House passes the bipartisan Protecting Hunting Heritage and Education Act. This legislation clarifies that the prohibition on the use of ESSA funds for certain weapons does not apply to learning in activities like archery, hunting, and other shooting sports or culinary arts. It's a simple bill that would safeguard learning opportunities for millions of American students every year, especially those who live in rural areas across our country. Hunting and archery programs teach America's school children self-esteem, responsibility, and ultimately how to use these recreational tools safely. The National Archery in Schools program has served over 18 million students since 2002. Mr. Speaker, there's no logical reason why anyone should oppose this legislation because there's no logical argument to be made in doing so. It's just that simple. I'm proud to support the bipartisan Protecting Hunting, Heritage, and Education Act. I look forward to its swift passage in the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.
Gentlewoman yields back. The gentleman reserved.